For centuries, we've been told vampires are fiction, stories invented to scare children, characters trapped in old books and black and white films. But what if those stories weren't invented? What if they were warnings? Tonight, we uncover the unsettling truth behind vampires, not legends, but encounters, exhumations, and testimonies that suggest some dead things refuse to stay buried. This is dark horror and legends. And once you hear this, you may start locking your windows at night. The word vampire appears in official European records as early as the 1700s, not in fairy tales, in death reports. Villages across Eastern Europe describe the same events. Loved ones dying suddenly after funerals, livestock drained of blood, nightmares shared by entire households. They believed the dead were returning. Graves were opened. What they found terrified them. Bodies with bloated faces, blood around the mouth, fingernails grown longer, eyes open. Staring doctors at the time didn't they call it myth. They called it a crisis. In 1725, a former soldier named Petr Blagojevic died suddenly. Within weeks, 9 villagers followed him to the grave. Before each death, they claimed Petr appeared at night, silent, watching, breathing. Authorities exhumed his body. Eyewitnesses documented fresh blood in his mouth, no signs of decay, a heartbeat-like movement in the chest when a stake was driven through his heart. Blood poured out. The report still exists. Across cultures, vampire encounters share chilling similarities. The figure looks like someone you knew. The eyes reflect light unnaturally. Animals refuse to go near it. The air feels heavy, suffocating, and most disturbing of all, witnesses say vampires don't attack violently. They invite a knock. A voice, a familiar face asking to be let in. In a rural Romanian village, a family reported seeing their deceased grandfather standing outside their home at night. He didn't speak. He smiled. Within days, the youngest child fell ill, weak, pale, refusing food. The family performed an exhumation. The body was warm. Authorities dismissed it as superstition, but the child recovered immediately after the grave was resealed with ritual iron and garlic. Coincidence or interruption? Science explains bloated corpses and gas buildup, but science does not explain footprints around graves, identical nightmares across households, witnesses seeing the same figure at the same time. Psychologists call it mass hysteria. Villagers call it experience, and experience leaves scars. What if vampires aren't immortal monsters, but something parasitic, a condition, a curse, a state between life and death, something that feeds not just on blood, but on attention? The more we dismiss them as fiction, the safer they become. If someone you loved appears at your window after death, if you hear your name whispered at night, if something waits patiently for permission, do not answer. Do not invite, and never assume the dead are finished with us, because legends say vampires don't hunt strangers, they come home. You've been listening to Dark Horror and Legends. If this story unsettled you, that means it worked. Like, subscribe, and remember, the grave is not always the end. Sometimes it's just the door. Good night.